What's up, YouTube? This is Shuttle Boy, and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the LeBron sneakers vote back. It finally ended here, and we have the results, and then we're going to be talking about more information in regards to LeBron sneakers that is pretty exciting. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, as you can see on the screen right now, this is the conclusion. Now, I didn't do a video on the final vote back, which basically paired the ring ceremony up with the Watch the Throne Gold LeBron 9. That is the conclusion of that round, and then after that, then this sneaker is the one that ended up winning. All in all, this is exactly what I expected to happen. I believe I predicted it in my video, and I might have said that the 9 was going to win at the end, but I did say that I think these two shoes are going to be the end ones. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with it. I am happy with it because, the 10 is one of those defining sneakers of that time period, I feel like. I remember when it came out, it was such a huge deal, and it was so mind-boggling, the design behind it, and how they actually decided to flip the swoosh. That was so crazy to me and stuff. This being his sneaker he wore for the second championship, he wore this in the Olympics. This is a big deal sneaker. And also, specifically, this colorway being a huge deal in history as well, because this was for the ring ceremony. So I'm really happy with this because now, while I did want, if I was to pick in the perfect scenario a sneaker to win, I did want the Stewie 6 to win. But in any other instance, I will say that if I'm picking a sneaker to win, I want it to be one of these ones that actually matter, whether it be in sneaker history or LeBron's career. So something like the 16 here being the one that he passed Michael Jordan in points, or the Rookie of the Year AZG, or let's go over to, there was the PE for the Portland PE, which had its moment. I didn't really want that shoe to win, to be honest, but then it's just like different ones that he actually wore when he played that were a huge deal. And that's why I sort of said with the Watch the Throne, I would be fine with that winning because, that was a huge deal when that shoe came out. I didn't want, they actually did a Sneakers Live, which is basically just a live stream talking about the results of this. And they actually had the designer of a lot of the favorite LeBron sneakers. I think from 7 on, he was pretty much the person that designed every LeBron sneaker. He was talking about the results, and he said in particular that he wanted this 2 to release. And while I do understand that, and him being, since he's the designer of it, him being around LeBron sneakers constantly, he owns a ton of these PEs already and stuff. I'm sure that he has a much different perspective and just interest in the shoes all in all, to begin with, because I don't believe he did not design the 2. He designed from 7 on, so he doesn't have that attachment to the other ones like we do. He probably has a billion pairs of the pairs from 7 on as well. But I found that very interesting, and I did want to note that the designer and the person behind a lot of this actually wanted the 2 to win, and I think he thought it was going to win, which is pretty insane to me. I don't know why you would think this would win, because it's such a new PE that I don't think any of the newer ones really stood a chance. But just very interesting all in all. I'd love to hear everybody's thoughts down below on all of this, and they made it sound like it's going to be a while till this sneaker releases. Now that makes sense because obviously they just found out that this is the shoe they're going to be making. So you'll probably have to wait till summertime, I would think, but maybe not. Maybe it'll be a little bit earlier. It depends how much they were anticipating a LeBron 10 retro to begin with. But from what I heard from this Sneakers Live, a couple insights I can give you in a sense from that. It didn't sound like he really understood the designer, Jason Petrie. Really, I don't think he really expected the 10 to have as much love as it did. So that was pretty interesting to really see from that. And I think another thing too, I mean, he was shocked, like a lot of people were. I wasn't shocked that the LeBron 7 Hardwood Classic didn't win and ended up losing to the 11. And he basically made it sound like another shoe that he said he was very amazed with was this one losing. Um, and I mean, obviously, I think both of those opinions are just really dumb because, I mean, this one was paired up with the Watch the Throne. The Watch the Throne is obviously very connected to Kanye in his pinnacle time period. So everybody has such hype for that time period. And then this one, I mean, LeBron 11 sold amazingly well, and we just got a bunch of 7 retros. So I don't understand why you would think either of those. But he did really leave the door open for some of these sneakers coming back. So I would expect a Stewie 6 to come out semi in soon future. I don't know. It might not even be this year, but I could see this shoe coming out semi soon from what he was saying. I would expect this shoe to definitely come out semi soon, the Watch the Throne. And I would expect still a chance of this one and maybe even the 11 doing something in the near future. I think it's very interesting. Also, another one to note is they still have a lot of hype over at Nike with the 15. It seems like they still really loved that shoe. So it seems like the future is still pretty bright for a lot of retro LeBron models, which is very good to hear. But last but not least, kind of carrying over to that thought, we have more LeBron information here that is pretty exciting. Like I was talking about with the 15, the big deal about the LeBron 15 was they did this thing called the Lebron Watch, which was, I don't know if it was every game or every other game or what, but they did this time period. I think it was only during the playoffs. I don't really remember it that well anymore. It's been so long that they would do a cool new PE every single time for LeBron's sneakers, and a lot of them harken back to old Nike sneakers or old LeBron sneakers. So obviously we have right here a South Beach reference. There was an original reference to the original Nike, the waffle trainer in that yellow and blue colorway, which was awesome. There was a Jordan 5 version. There was a Nike orange shoebox version. There was the Alpha Project version referencing Vince Carter's sneaker. There was a lot of really cool things they did, and a lot of them did end up releasing, but not all of them. And now, one thing that's very interesting coming up now that I'm talking about is they're going to be doing LeBron Watch again, and this is the first sneaker that is coming out with it. It already came out as the time of this video is going to be releasing, and sold out very fast. The hype is definitely there for this. Everybody seemed to really love LeBron Watch the last time, so I am not shocked people are excited for this. But the interesting thing is exactly what you're seeing on the screen here. To start the LeBron Watch, they're doing this every 23rd of each month, and this is the first shoe they're starting with. Which what makes it interesting, like I said, if you look at the shoe, is it is not a LeBron. It's not the newest LeBron model. It's not the 18. So I find that very interesting because, I mean, that means is the door open for a bunch of different PEs where we end up getting a bunch of different PEs for different models. I think that is definitely a possibility. Now, I was not very much aware of this exact sneaker, to be honest with you guys, and the whole origin of it. But this specific PE you're seeing right here was a PE. He actually wore this in a game and everything. So this was a shoe. They did not, when I first saw this picture, I was thinking they just meshed the LeBron 4 graffiti and put it on the LeBron 8 as a new take. So I was thinking that was where this is going, but this makes it very interesting. I'm very curious to see what the future holds for this. Is it going to be only LeBron 8s is what I really want to know, because this year was supposed to be basically the year of the LeBron 8. Obviously, last season was the year of the LeBron 7, so I was thinking they were going to follow in that footsteps, but we'll have to see with the next 23rd of the month, so February 23rd, what he ends up wearing, because I don't know. I could see this. I thought it was going to be all LeBron 8s, different colorways, but there's still the door open that it could be a bunch of different models at different times. I could definitely see that happening, and then they end it with the LeBron 10 ring ceremony. That could be very possible, and I think that's a very interesting scenario going there. But we'll have to see. Like I said, the shoe already released, and prices are already pretty dang high. As you can see, like in the mid 300s or so. Not terrible though. I don't think all of these shoes are gonna like sell really well, but definitely with the LeBron Watch thing and just the marketing behind that, it's definitely going to propel these shoes to selling out a lot faster than they would have originally. But let me know down below what your thoughts are on this, guys. I mean, this is pretty exciting stuff. But yeah, let me know. That's pretty much going to conclude the video, guys. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you haven't already for more golf weighing, more sneakers, more clothing, more Shuttle Boy. And this is Shuttle Boy, guys, and I'm out, guys. Peace.